Good morning and welcome to Winter Madness. We are in the Elite Eight this morning. We are here live from the Gimme Golf Club here in St. Charles. I am Kenny Riley and I am joined with Mr. Joe Carroll. Joe, absolutely fantastic to have you back in the booth.
It's good to be back, Kenny. Man, it's a couple weeks away.
Nice sweatshirt.
Oh, yeah. Wow, nice sweatshirt. Where'd you get that?
Gimme Golf Club, Jeff Birch,
goodness.
yes.
Wow, what a guy.
But we have our first matchup is versus Mr. Mike Hornak and Jack Bedtke. So a little bit of excitement here. I know we already have about 40 people here on the live stream. The local crew is piling in to see this epic matchup. What do you think about this matchup?
I mean, we already heard him. It was getting a little chippy before the match. I think it's going to be fun.
Yeah. So Jack Bedtke has some extra bullets on this matchup. Obviously, I was eliminated from Mr. Jack Bedtke last week, so a little bittersweet here. But both guys are ready to rock, warmed up, and we are ready to get into this match.
Let's do it.
All right. Ceremonious handshake, meeting of the two in the middle of Bay 2 here. A little trash talk there.
First friends, now mortal enemies.
Mortal enemies. All right, we are here at Cape Wickham. Pretty interesting golf course located in Tasmania, in Australia.
Yes. I was looking up a little bit on Wikipedia. Course was built in 2015 to the tune of $8 million.
Wow.
9 of the holes play along the ocean, so should see some of those Tasmanian devils pop up here.
Love that. Mr. Hornak here, par 4, 366 yards. Ready to rock. All right, looks like a pretty good swing up the left-hand side of the fairway, but not fading back. Going to get our first taste of the Australian rough here, Joe.
Yeah, nice safe play.
You know, again, he's going to have a good look at the pin, but Jack Bedtke with his patented 3-wood doesn't even look at the driver anymore. All right, a little fade coming back into the left side.
Looking useful.
Looks pretty nice. All right, does find the fairway. Good shot for Jack Bedtke. 3-wood landing at 254 yards, rolling out to almost 270 yards, but is still going to be up first. In match play, Joe, I know we've talked about this, but I feel like Mike likes that Jack has to go first here, kind of see what he's going to deal with, and then put the pressure on Jack to make a shot.
Yeah, I mean, some players like to go first, some players like to go second, and I think Mike's going to want to put the pressure on.
Agreed. All right, Jack does miss the green, just left-hand side here from 100 yards. Mike Hornak coming out of the deep rough. Again, not really sure how this is going to play out as far as the shrubbery here at Cape Wickham. A little show as far as who's coming to root on these two players here in the clubhouse in St. Charles.
Yeah, Mike's stepping out into the virtual chest-high grass here.
Moving his way, making sure he gets a good look at the golf ball here. Looks like he's got about 50 to 70% spin, and power's down about 15%.
And tough part about these lies, too, is, there's a range.
Yes.
Do you find the spider bunker there?
He does find a little spider bunker here, so he's got a wedge out.
All right, Mike's looking at about 20 yards here. He's got a lot of green to work with, but pretty low percentage on the power distance.
All right, Hornak here from 19 yards. Green's going to slope left to right pretty hard. Does find the surface, and it's coming back.
Oh, man.
Ooh, nice spin there, but not enough to get into that gimme circle.
Great shot.
All right, Jack's left with 15 yards here, Joe. Pretty basic, right in front of him. Needs to just run this up, see if he can grab that gimme circle.
You got to think taking one early here.
All right, does pop onto the green, but it is short of the gimme circle.
Man.
All right, and there we have it. Mr. Hornak has a bogey. Jack cards a bogey. The match remains tied. Now, the pop situation in this matchup, Mr. Bedtke is awarded a pop on hole 3, 4, 8, 15, 16, and 18.
Yeah, that'll happen if you're playing at a +3 like Mr. Hornak is.
It's an epic matchup, but we're here to see it. All right, Mike's shot is off to the left-hand side. Yeah, I was going to say so as well. Why don't you go? You want to do that, Lance? We'll do it after Jack's shot.
So we're at hole 2, shorter par 4 here, looking at 360 yards.
Yeah. All right, as we're going to go ahead and take care of a little housekeeping here in one of the bays, but Joe, I wanted to kind of match up on, as you'd mentioned, Mr. Mike Hornak is a +3 handicap. Jack is slightly higher than this. In match play, do you think that this is equalized, or how do you feel about the pop situation here?
I mean, we're still playing off of it was a 60% handicap, so I mean, the math would think like, based on handicap, like you're losing a little bit. But yeah, man, I mean, still 6 pops. That's a lot in a match play.
It's a hill to climb, but I think both players are here to duke it out, and I do think that with a course of this nature is going to be a situation where it's going to come down to the playability and the gamesmanship of both of these players.
Certainly.
All right, we're going to head back over to Bay 2 here and see Jack. All right, Jack's shot is off. Coming from just the left side of the fairway. Does find the green, Joe.
Safely in for par.
All right. The course does look incredible. Australia is a beautiful place, and this place is no slouch on that comment. So Mike Hornak coming in 106 yards. Left side is being accustomed to this deeper rough here, the vegetation. But he did get his out pretty well last time. Let's see if he can make it work this time from 106 yards.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're going to be talking this sort of rough lie a lot today. And I think it's going to present itself in those situations where you might be short-sighted, not a lot of green to work with. Yeah. Mr. Walton kindly commented, it's better than the ocean, though.
All right, Hornak onto the back right, does just creep off into the frog's hair, so he's going to have an opportunity to either putt or skip one in low. As you guys can see, the tick marks on the screen moving heavily right to left, Joe. So 16 yards, he's going to have to play this one out right and let this thing trickle into that gimme circle.
Man, this is chipping on a black diamond.
Gets it off, and just a little too much sauce. Okay. Does have an opportunity here to put it in with a putt or a chip, so. This would be a pretty interesting turn of events here, Mr. Hornak. 4th shot. Looks good. Oh! Just kisses the low side of the hole, but we have our first lead here in the Hornak-Bedtke matchup. Mr. Bedtke does card the par and goes 1 up through 2 holes.
Yeah, nice crowd in here for Saturday morning. Cups of coffee, couple beers.
I tell you what, it's
better?
It's the community here. Everybody is rooting for everybody, but obviously you've got your favorites here. But everybody wanted to come and see it play out live. So Mr. Bedtke, 3rd hole here, getting ready. Looks like a nice par 3 here, first of Cape Wickham, and he's quick off the gun. Looks like a pretty solid shot. He does pop here, so it looks like a green hit is going to be a very good shot for Jack Bedtke. Coming back. There we go. Just outside that gimme circle.
Ooh,
so
great shot.
This is an opportunity where Mike has to throw the hammer and land this in the gimme circle for a push here. got a little bit of wind off the right-hand side, Joe. Maybe a little help, but, you know, with Mike, with his irons, he's down to the 10th of a yard in my mind, so I'm expecting something pretty fantastic here.
Yeah, really lucked out with some gentle ocean breezes today.
All right, Mike's shot is off. It's on a good line. Headed just right of the pin. Let's see if it gets some sauce. Oh, he hits it hard. Okay. That's a good par for Mike. And looks like Jack grabs another one back there with a net birdie.
Yeah, nothing you can do there.
Yeah, it was see what he could do off the tee, but knew what he was coming into. So we're here on to hole 4. Jack also awarded an extra bullet on this hole.
Looks like we got a kind of a shared fairway around 240 yards, so some room to work.
All right, Jack with the 3-wood headed up the left side. No fade, but again, as you'd mentioned, Joe, big wide fairway out there, so lands safely in the short stuff. All right, Mike's stepping up to the box. He's got to be thinking that he's got to throw everything he can at this hole. All right, it's a great swing from Mike. A little draw up the right side, heading towards center cut. Well struck. Going to be happy with that result. Wow, really, really nice. Gotta love the lighthouse there in the distance, Joe. This place is spectacular.
You know, long weeks worth of travel for us to get out here, but well worth the journey.
Yeah, using Mr. Walton's credit card to get our first-class tickets was pretty nice. So thanks to you, Mr. Walton. Jack Bedtke left with 194 yards. No practice swings necessary. Ball is off. Patented little cut. It's trying.
Oh, just too much on it.
Oh, it does look like it's going to settle. Oh, it's interesting. I think that's a frog's hair.
Yeah, 195 out. That was a great shot.
That was a great swing. Mike left with 148 yards, slightly downhill. Going to learn a little bit as far as what that pin looks like. Looks like it's tucked in the back portion of this green here at hole 4. Mike conversing with his caddy here, making sure that his setup is plumb. Get a great straight shot here. All right, looks like it's on a good line. Ooh, a little bit of a fade lie there.
I wonder if that wind caught him a little bit.
Oh, okay, so does miss the green. Is going to have a wedge in hand here for his 3rd shot, just off the right side of this green. All right, 19 yards left, Joe. A little room to work with, but slightly short-sighted. All right, ball looks like it's on a good line, but just exits the gimme circle. So unfortunately, Mr. Bedtke does take another one back there, bringing. Ooh, okay, here we go. Frog's hair.
Frog's hair. Frog's hair.
So is electing for the putter, kind of opting for control rather than any aggressiveness here. So,
which he's got the pop, so anything on that'll take the hole.
Yeah. Okay, does enter and stay. Oh, okay, does miss the gimme circle, but again with that extra bullet, no worries there. Jack is 3 up through 4 holes.
This man is moving.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting here, but yeah, no practice swings for Jack. Hasn't played since his last match. Just coming out, one-man wrecking crew here, but does have the box here at hole 5. Par 4 measuring at 362 yards. As a fader of the golf ball, he's got plenty of room right of this fairway.
Oh,
a little top central here.
He had a couple of those kind of warming up for the match, and I think he was afraid that was going to come out.
Rear its ugly head. Okay, so Hornak's got to be excited to have an option here. All right, Hornak not topping the golf ball, hitting it extremely well off the left-hand side, snuggling up for an excellent approach here at the 5th hole.
Man, when he's on, that is automatic.
I
280,
tell you what,
280.
you could blindfold this guy and still is going to hit 300 yard right down the
It's fun
center
to
of the
watch.
fairway. All right, so a little adversity here for Jack. Hit this ball about 40 yards. Is experiencing some of the deep rough that Hornak's seen.
3-wood to start.
All right, solid swing for Jack. Headed up the left side. Okay. Escapes the danger. All right, Jack's going to be left with his approach measuring in at 117 yards, Joe. Green's slightly compressed in, just a couple of inches downhill. Not really much that he's got to take into account, but they're asking for a fade, and there it comes. It's on a pretty nice line here, Joe.
Oh,
Oh, the shelf of the green pushes him off.
it's not a bad spot.
Frog's hair is not doing him any favors on this shot. Oh, so Mike's caddy whispering in his ear that getting a clean look, knowing that that left side impression on the green is going to just not really hold anything and roll it back down to that collection area. So Mike's 61 yards out, Joe. Got to be aiming to the center of the green. A nice little clip wedge here.
Yep, safe.
Yep, doesn't want to do anything too wild. Safely aboard.
Good par.
All right, this is Jack's 4th shot. 8 yards off.
Got to do something really cool here.
Front left portion of this green. A whole lot is necessary for him to push. Looks pretty darn good. Okay, he is human. Mr. Hornak does grab one back there for Mr. Jack Bedtke. Bedtke's 2 up through 5 holes. Heading to hole number 6. First par 5 here at Cape Wickham.
Yep, another shared fairway, like a football field out there to go.
Absolutely.
TN2.
Kind of a dogleg right here, so these players are going to fire out towards where it gets in a little skinnier, pinches in there about 290 yards. And work their way up this par 5. 443 yards. This is an incredibly gettable par 5 for both of these players.
Certainly. I mean, I think it allows you to take as much risk as you want here.
Mr. Hornak on the box. All right, hit well. Yeah, playing it up to the left side of the fairway. Very good. See if it's going to settle in. Looks like it's going to be pretty perfect. Little uphill lie coming in. Should be less than 200 yards coming in. All right, Mr. Jack Bedtke. Hopefully staying away from any of those tops. This front of this tee box does not look friendly, but struck that one soundly.
Sturdy 3-wood there.
Absolutely. That's his go-to.
Right. 238 yards. Nice safe tee shot, but pretty long approach here if he wants to get there in 2. Looking at 230 yards, about 14 feet uphill.
Yeah, Jack's opting for the hybrid here. 3-wood's probably a little too much. All right, looks like he's headed a little bit right. Needs to settle down, but he's going to find some of the thickness there on the right side of this hole. All right, Mike's got to be licking his chops here.
Oh, yeah.
186 yards.
Yeah, pretty nice approach for par 5.
He's slightly uphill. Looks like the ball may want to fade on him, similar to his last approach shot. So taking the consideration there.
Yeah, a little bit of wind at the back.
All right, he was right about the fade, but let's see if he can get over this trouble. Oh, well done. Wow. And catch the speed slot here. Trickling in. Oh, boy.
Wow.
Wow. That's an eagle. That's an eagle, Kyle. Eagle, Kyle. Mike Hornak. All right, Mr. Bedtke settling in.
Yeah, getting a little love from his caddy there. Wow, what a shot.
Winter madness, folks. All right, Jack's shot. Tech Molly. That deep rough here in Australia, I tell you what.
I didn't see any ball contact.
All right, swiping out there, that lie proving to be an issue for Mr. Jack Bedtke. All right, here we go for his fourth shot. Just hitting it and going. Looks like a pretty good shot here. Does settle in and enters the gimme circle. So Mr. Hornak grabs one back with an eagle. Very exciting stuff, folks.
We're only getting started.
Brings the match down to 1 up for Mr. Jack Bedtke. Yes, Mr. JT, the caddy for Mr. Mike Hornak today, giving him his real-life experience advice for this golf course. He knows every bump, every ridge, every putt on this golf course.
JT was out walking the course at sunset last night,
Barefoot.
Getting his yardages.
You gotta get out of there, JT.
Yeah, JT, you can't touch the screen.
Get out of there. Get out of there, JT. Get out of there. No jeans allowed. Get out of the bay.
All right, a nice little par 3 here, hole 7, measuring 145 yards, Joe. Elevated green here.
I do it for Jack if he didn't. Jack would never touch the screen. Slows him down.
Yeah, not a lot of room for error here on this.
It's a little flip club here, but a pretty protected green. There's a big kicker on the back here. Looks like Mike's just going to play short of it, so on for his par. Really good shot. Jack obviously likes to work his golf ball left to right, so might take a little bit of an aggressive line here. Try to peel this one back in. Compressed golf shot. It's on a good line, Joe. It's on a great line, Joe.
Hit it.
Oh! My God! Oh, my goodness. That was a great swing for Jack. Not rewarded.
Wow.
For the swing there, but both players record a par. The match stays at 1 up for Mr. Jack Bedtke. We are here at hole 8. This is another bullet here for Mr. Bedtke. I think this is a par 4. Gonna go ahead and see these guys tee off. Mike Hornak claims the box here.
Oh, careful. That's a lot of shirts. That's a lot of shirts, man.
All right, measuring in at 416 yards. All right, Mike pulling this drive just a bit, asking for some help. Kick him out of there. Okay, does come into that first cut of rough, stays out of that long stuff, Joe, so nothing he can't handle.
Yeah, a little bit of ground love there.
A little ground fade action for you viewers at home. Bedtke wasting no time. Hits a great 3-wood up the right side. Gonna find the short grass. All right, that's some 3-wood, Joe. I'll tell you
151 yards. Or
ball speed.
Yeah, mile an hour ball speed, sorry.
Hitting that pretty well. So he's looking at a $150 here for his second. Pin is tucked to the left side, probably about halfway up this green. Green is elevated about 24 feet, so taking that into account as far as your club selection. All right.
Fairway lie might come into play here because he can actually get some spin on it.
Oh, he needs to carry. Oh, he just misses that fairway bunker, and he stays on the surface for his par.
Great par.
All right, Mike looking at 147 yards for his approach. Coming off the left side, obviously some ground movement here going to affect the flight of his golf ball.
Yeah, it's a tough circumstance. I mean, he's got to go for the circle here, and there is no room to work.
Yeah, kind of the wrong side to miss on, but again, Mike conversing with his caddy has all of the ability to make this shot happen. Just dealing with a little extracurricular. There's some pretty big amount of trouble up the left side, but yeah, as we can see here, this lie is severely below his feet, and it caused this ball to come out hot right. All right, hits it. If it has enough, oh no, okay, so unfortunately does find some of that trouble before the hole up here on the left side. He's got to dunk this. Mr. Bedtke does have that pop here, so a hole out is all that it can battle. Looks pretty good. Okay, good, but not good enough. Jack Bedtke does grab one more back there. Okay.
Going to hole 9, Bedtke is now 2 up, and the next pop isn't until 15.
Yes. All right, another par 5 for us here. Mike's got to drop a hammer here. This is his window where Jack and him are playing straight up. Jack gets the tee box back here, hits another pretty darn good 3-wood. It is flirting with the right side, but gets a nice kick back on a cantered fairway here.
And a lot of lumps and bumps in these fairways.
All right, Hornak's got to be thinking, this is where I get him. See if he can grab a couple of points here and make this interesting through the back 9. All right, Mike taking it up high, up the right side, drawing back left. Looks like it's going to be perfect.
280 carry, yet again.
Absolutely. Rolling well over 300 yards. Well done for Mr. Mike Hornak. All right, Jack had his golf ball. Pretty happy with where he landed. Looking at 246 yards downhill, Joe.
Downhill, well-protected green.
It's got to be a little bit of a finesse shot here. We know he's got the power, but can he guide this ball? Ooh.
Yeah, just playing like he's got somewhere to be. Like didn't even.
No issues. He's here playing golf today, but does find himself in a good bit of trouble off the left side of this hole.
I think the grounds crew might be scrambling over there to track that one down.
We didn't know that he would be hitting it over here. All right, so Mike's left with 193 yards. He's going to take it over this vast sand dune here, just blocking his view from the pin, but obviously with TrackMan technology, he can zip the drone up and get a look at what he needs.
Yeah, it looks like that pin's kind of in a thumbprint, so I don't know if you might want to take a little extra and try to play off that shelf on the green.
We do remember that the elevation is downhill towards this hole, so ball will travel a little bit further. All right, headed left and needs to go.
Get there.
Oh, actually, let's get a little love from the green. It's curling back. Okay.
Wow.
A little bit of luck, a little bit of skill.
Ooh, can we get that birdie graphic up?
Yeah, that was a birdie.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. Too much Diet Mountain Dew for our producer here. A little frazzled, but that's just okay. I mean, that's water. All right, Jack looking at 46 yards. Pretty severe lie. Looking at anything. Oh, it looks like it's a pretty good swing, Joe.
Oh, man.
All right, does scamper on the surface. See if it holds for him. Okay, does take that. Looks like he's got a frog's hair lie.
Yeah, that's about all he could do.
Yeah, you're right. This frog's hair lie gives him another shot. He could hold this one out. Tie Mr. Hornak here at the 9th. 21 yards off the back right sort of the screen. All right, playing the low side. All right, does enter and stays in the gimme circle. All right, Mr. Hornak grabs one back, bringing this match to 1 up for Mr. Jack Bedtke. Again, not popping until 15, so we've got a couple of holes here for some interesting happenings, but Mr. Hornak does grab the tee box back here. Par 4 downhill 80 feet, Joe. Obviously,
you hit the ball too far, you're just going straight in the water.
You can see long does suck here. It is very beautiful, but it is not going to be great for a golf ball to enter that area, so these players are going to have to be considering playing this a little short and letting it scamper up to the green.
You know, I'm not really sure what they grabbed at the turn here. I don't know if maybe some salmon, some oysters. I don't really know.
A little different. No roller foods here at Cape Wickham.
Fresh caught.
All right, Mike trying to just maneuver a golf shot here, headed up the right side. This fairway is a big half pipe, so maybe get a kick to the left, and he does. Well done.
Wow. Phenomenal shot.
Well done for Mr. Hornak, putting the pressure here on Jack Bedtke. One waggle, and here we are. 150 miles an hour ball speed, headed up the left center, looking really good. This could be interesting.
It's going to kick hard.
Oh, looks like it kind of caught a little shrapnel there, but does wave as he passes Mr. Mike Hornak with a 3-wood.
Yeah, these guys are pretty good.
These guys are good at golf. It's fun to watch, Joe. Okay, as you can see, this green is anything but flat. It looks like there's a false front up and to where the hole is, and there is a huge thumbprint to the left side of this. So
this green is false on all sides.
Just false. You're absolutely right. All right, he's got 60 yards. This is going to have to be one of those cute, soft-handed shots to get this to get on and stay. All right, I like his play up the right side. Looks like its distance is good. Just needs to sit. Oh! Into the gimme circle. Zips back with too much sauce.
Screws are too fresh.
It's a good par for Mike. Jack is looking at 47 yards. See if he can get this in the gimme circle, Joe. All right, looks good. Trundles in, and not enough grooves on Mr. Jack's wedge, but both players do record a par.
Yeah.
No
Couple
blood.
Great pars.
Yeah, that was an interesting hole there. That was pretty neat.
Yeah, I feel like that one, if you're not 300 yards down in there, that could be spooky.
All right, here we are at number 11, another par 3 here. Mr. Hornak is on the box. A beautiful landscape here with the ocean just coming up on the rocks.
Yeah, decent amount of elevation change. Got 16 feet.
Yeah, he's just got a little wind in his face. Probably not much to do anything crazy as far as affecting his golf shot, but it is swirling up there, Joe.
All right, looks like he consulted with his caddy.
Yeah,
Knows his club.
double checking his numbers here. Yeah. All right, it's a pretty clean shot here. Ooh, a little fade in. Looks really nice. Be enough. Okay. Not enough power to get it back there, but does go ahead and record his par here at 11. Good, clean family fun here. All right, Jack Bedtke. A little uh-oh from him. Looks like a little bit of a pull, but see if it grabs a piece here. Oh, okay, does find the collar here, so we'll have to land this in the gimme circle and have it rest in the gimme circle to push with a par.
And again, these slopes on these greens, they are tough.
Pretty straightforward chip shot here, and does run past the gimme circle. See if he comes back. He's got an opportunity. Oh, does not give him any love there. Joe, this match is all square.
All square, folks.
Square. So, battling through the front 9, we are finally playing mano-a-mano for the remaining holes until Mr. Jack Bedtke does pop on 15, 16, and 18.
It's kind of a fun spot for those to land, though.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's almost to the end. See if they can go the distance. And Jack's got one ace up his sleeve on 18, so.
Great looking swing from Hornak.
Doesn't like it. It's headed left and needs to just grab onto some turf here. Grab some earth. Okay. He's able to hit that shot again, but a very uncharacteristic swing there from Mr. Hornak.
Volunteers scrambling out there to go throw a flag on it.
All right, Jack Bedtke. My guess is a patented fade here with the 3-wood. Yeah, it stays anywhere but left, so or anywhere anti-left swing here. So finds himself up there in the upper registry of this fairway, but looks like he's left with about 120 yards, Joe. Downhill a bit, but he's got plenty of green to work with. This pin is absolutely stretched to the backside of this green here at 12.
Yep, and he was just inside that native grass, so not too tricky of a lie here.
All right, ball is coming off left. All right, that frog's hair is a real deal today. Okay, so Hornak is in the deep rough off the left side of this hole, bypassing the lava rocks, but has about 50 yards left. Got to get this thing up and onto the surface again.
But you got to think after that shot, that just made the target a whole lot bigger. He's thinking, get it on the green.
Agreed. Let's not mess around. Let's get this ball out of danger and onto the dance floor. All right, shot is off. Looks like it's clean, Joe.
Great shot.
All right. Hey, all things considered, that's a great swing. Putting the pressure on his opponent here.
Not a whole ton of movement on this chip.
Yeah, he's got everything right in front of him, so nothing too crazy. Does have a little bit of, about halfway, it's going to want to go a little right, but looks pretty darn good. Oh, stop short of the gimme circle. Okay, so that is the first turn here in the match. Mr. Hornak taking 1 point, going 1 up through 12 holes.
Man, he's battled his way back from 3 down.
I tell you what, this guy is good. Both players are commendable here, but Winter Madness makes everybody a little bit more competitive. All right, Hornak with the box, par 5, 13, 572 yards. hits this ball well. Again, headed up the left side. Got a little case of the Yanks here, but see if it just settles in. All right, first cut of rough. Nothing that he can complain about. That's just fine. Par 5 can bite this hole and shot by shot.
It's a pretty long par 5. I don't think anyone was really considering it. 2 shots here.
All right, Jack playing up the right side. It is fading. It looks like it's going to bypass any issue in the middle of the fairway. Huge fairways here at Cape Wickham. Oh, no.
All right, Hornak stepping up for a second shot. He's about 315 yards out.
He's got a little bit of uphill to the green. Obviously, this lie specifically is going to be uphill. Ball's above his feet, so it's going to want to favor a right to left.
DOD.
Oh, this guy loves DOD. All right, it's on a good line. It is headed a little left, but it's going to catch some fairway and get running. Go! Okay, did take a little bit of speed off there, but that thing is moving towards the front side of the screen. It was a well-executed DOD for Mike Hornak.
That was sick.
That was cool. I don't have the balls to do that. I don't have the I'm not confident enough to do that. All right, Jack with a healthy rip, headed up the right side. Needs to find some fairway. Get down before that. Okay. Lands in that first cut. Just gets to smell some of that native grass over there, but not having to hit out of it. 112 yards here. Pins safely in the backside of this green.
Man, blink and you'll miss it.
Yeah, he's ready to go. He does not like practice swings. He is against them, actually. Ball does land safely onto the surface. It's a good shot for Jack.
Solid par there.
In for his par. Hornak's 63 yards for his third and can park this in the gimme circle for the snatch of another point. I've seen this distance a couple of times here for Hornak, and seems like he's got it dialed in, but what he has to make sure that he's dialed in is that spin. He usually is pretty good on the landing, but has a little too much spin, and it jets right back out of that circle, so... Okay, looks pretty good. And that's excellent. Oh, stop it!
Announcer's curse there.
I know it. I shouldn't have said it, but I did, so we're going to have to deal with it. Both players record a par, and we're on to the next. I did do that, didn't I, Joe?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Golf ball's looking like a Beyblade. Just rips.
Oh, my gosh. A Beyblade.
I don't know if that shows what age range I'm in.
Great,
but
that's fantastic. Yeah. Okay, Hornak does retain the tee box here. Par 4, number 14. 418 yards. All right, shot is off. Headed up the fairway up the left side. Left side. And we... Okay. 1 second, Jack. I'm sorry.
Yeah, hold on, Jack. Just gotta refresh the screen.
There's one thing that Jack Bedtke hates more is slow play. Slow play. Slight bay maintenance here and make sure that this production is absolutely fantastic for everybody tuning in.
All right, so quick recap. I mean, we've been 3 up. Arm wrestled.
Oh yeah, I mean, I tell you what, the door is open. Especially with Mike Hornak being 1 up here, I think that the opportunity is there. So, okay, Jack's headed left side. Looks like he's going to dig in just short of the native grass, so he's going to have a good look at it, but he will be first up here at 151 yards. Beyblades are cool, man. And they spin. That's the joke, Mark. Okay. Jack Bedtke, 151 yards out. hits one up the right-hand side. This green does look like it's got a little bit of a hillside, so okay. Developing.
Go ahead.
Well done.
Great par.
Backed off Bedtke. B.O.B. Mike is a D.O.D. Jack is a B.O.B. All right, 119 here for Hornak on his second shot. Looks like as we saw the he's got a little bit of a he might try to draw this in, as he could see from Jack's that green does veer off. Gives a little help on the approach, but
Yeah, a little bit of hurting wind.
it's a great line, Joe. Needs to just jump. Okay, yeah, looks
So
like
you
there's
found a little ridge there.
yeah, a little uphill there, so didn't release like the way he wanted it to, but that's just fine. Both players record a par, and we are heading to 15. Mr. Bedtke does have an extra bullet here, but this is a king size par 5, measuring in at 577 yards.
Good, healthy amount of elevation change here, 50 feet below.
Yeah, tee box is elevated, giving these players just a little bit of advantage to get that ball moving. All right, looks pretty solid. Headed up at the right side with a little drawback. Should give him a little run out here. That's going to be pretty healthy. Well done for Mike Hornak.
Not anymore, though. I don't play.
All right, Jack already got the ball teed up and ready to rock here with his 3-wood. All right, looks like Jack is perfect, heading up the right side. Gonna give him a little canter here, settling towards the middle. Well done. Gets a little speed slot here off the ridge here at the fairway in 15. All right, Jack's going to be our first shot here. 317 yards. Everything seems to be sloping right to left, but it looks like he's hit this left with a little fade, hopefully. It's trying to hold on. It's settled in.
Shot.
Yeah, low side of the hole. Scampering up there about 250 yards. Well done for Jack.
The 3-wood's been working.
Overtime. Twice on every hole, usually. All right, 302 yards here for Hornak. He's got a decision to make here. He's going to go with the fairway metal here. First appearance for the White Crown R15 TP. Gotta love it.
Yeah, it looks like he playing a little right, trying to take the coastline out of play.
All right, line looks good. Looks like he's got it on a good line, but just going to catch the speed slot here. So 275 yards. Going to give him just a green side look here.
Man, great shot.
Not bad at all. No, Jack's third shot does have that extra bullet here at 15. The fastest kid. That's a fast kid, man. He's a freak. He's the fastest kid alive. 67 yards. All right, Jack's off. Looks pretty darn good.
Good hop.
All right, on the surface, but just kicks him back. Takes a little speed off of that shot, but well done. In for his par net birdie. All right, here we are. So this is a big shot for Mike Hornak. A gimme circle would push. All right, Hornak trying to debate 30 yards. This is just a cute wedge here. Probably trying to take this just right at the pin and let it develop towards the hole. All right, looks like it's clipped pretty good. Needs to zip now. Zip. Oh, my God. Well done for Mike Hornak. He's a magic man.
Huge pressure
That's a
pitch
birdie
shot there.
to tie the birdie for Jack Bedtke. Fending off Bedtke as long as he possibly can.
Ice in his veins.
I tell you what, yes. So 16, this is another opportunity for Bedtke to utilize one of his 2 remaining pops. 410-yard par 4 on the ridge line here. Hornak retains the box here. He's got to feel good after that one. All right, shot is left. It's an anti-water swing, so that's fine. It's going to be into the first cut, splitting these 2 fairways, but again, not bad. Anything but dealing with that coastline. All right, Jack blinked. That's his practice swing, and we're off. All right, Jack just peeling in. Easy breezy, beautiful, right down the center cut. Looks like he's going to get a little canter right from the large mounds in these fairways. Going to push him over to that first cut of rough, but not bad at all.
Ooh, 200-yard approach shot here.
Coming from a hill, so he's going to have a little bit of a fade lie here. He's got everything in front of him, but not much behind this green, Joe.
Well, that's pretty big match play implications here because Mike's taking the first shot.
Yeah, he's got to show his stuff now. He's got to lay down his cards. He's opted to take the left side of the green here and just hit one down. Does have a little bit of wind as well off the right, so may not fade as much. This is a tough one. This is where the gamesmanship comes into play, and harking back to experiences on how best you would play this shot, but let's see what we got here. Mike Hornak. All right, it is fading. See if it levels out here for him. It's on a good line. Okay, does find the frog's hair here. That's pretty. It's pin high. It's pin high.
Nervy
This
approach
is
shot there.
pretty incredible. So Jack Bedtke staring down the lane, seeing his future here. See if he can lock up Winter Madness 2025. Second shot here for Jack. This is the longest I've ever seen him wait. A little mumble from Jack, and it's headed towards the coastline. Oh my gosh. Hit a Tasmanian Devil on his way. Looks like he's going to have to take a look as far as options that he's going to have for his drop.
It's not over, but it got a lot harder.
Frog's hair. That Burke ever?
Okay, looks like he's just opting for a redo here. 180 yards.
All right, takes it on there. Ooh, it's still fading, though. Grab one of them spider bunkers, maybe? Okay. He's going to be playing right behind Mr. Hornak, giving him a little look-see here. Now, in match play, this would be interesting. Not to give your player a line. Does he?
Yes.
Yes.
So Bedtke's on his 5th shot with a bullet.
Looks really good. And does he do it? Oh! Wow. So in for a par. That was his, yeah, for net par.
No, 6-5.
Yeah.
It's par 4.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just got my collar rung for mistake here on the microphone. I apologize. Okay, Mike's putting 8 yards off the green here. It's his third shot.
Yeah. So he's got to find the circle to win the hole.
Stop. And it does. Well done. Clutch move there at this par 4.
Alrighty. Flip
All
your
right.
caps inside out. Cross your fingers. Cross your toes.
right.
We are dormy.
So Horn. All right, 17th hole here. No pops on the board. It's a par 3, 162 yards, down about 20 feet, Joe. Obviously, it's a pretty protected bunker, but we do have an exposed left side. So a lot of these players are going to probably try to aim for that left front edge and let it develop.
Well, Mike teeing off here first. I mean, he can slam the door.
When the match is dormy, we just need. Jack would have to win this hole to extend. Oh no, he's asking for it to go. If it stays left, we're fine. Okay, it's okay. A little short. Pretty easy chip there, but Jack Bedtke can go ahead and assert some dominance here by placing it anywhere on this green.
Door's creaking open just a little bit. All right, 2 miles an hour wind at the back.
It's a great swing, but it's peeling. Looks like it could carry. Oh, okay. Does bypass that small, tiny, itsy bitsy spider bunker there. Jack is going first here for the green side chip. 14 yards off. Does look like it's a pretty flat but downhill once it does reach the surface.
Yeah, he's got to find the circle here.
All right, looks pretty cute. Oh. So it's honestly he's got options here now. This is all boiling down to where Mike does this here. Second shot, 12 yards off the front right side of this apron here. It's in the first cut of rough, so really just needs to get this onto the green and let it go. Pretty good. Needs to. Oh no. Okay. This is interesting. So there's a little life left, and Jack Bedtke's third shot here.
If
he gets in the gimme circle. Yeah, you're right. You're right. He has to beat him. He's got to hold us out. All right, electing for the wedge here.
Yep.
7 more practice swings than he had in his life. Oh, it looks. Oh, okay. And there we have it, folks. Match, set, done. Mr. Mike Hornak survives and advances Winter Madness 2025 over a commendable opponent, Mr. Jack Bedtke. Congratulations to you both.
Mike, you go sign?
We are going to go to the pen cam here. Mike Hornak says, I've put in a lot of work today. I'm going to sign this name. Let's go. Congratulations to Mike Hornak. Survives the Elite 8. Onward and upward. Joe. Unreal golf.
Good morning.
Yeah, wake up, everybody. If you're not awake now, I don't know what's going on. But a huge win for Mr. Mike Hornak over Jack Bedtke, overcoming adversity with the pops that he had to face. Incredible course here at Cape Wickham. I have no other words than wow.
Join us at 2 p.m.
We do have matches at 2 o'clock and 4 p.m. Please tune in. We have a lot of exciting matchups, so we will see you at 2 o'clock.